This was another must cop from the 2020 SDCC collection that released. I started collecting these Batman villains, and I'll make a video with all the villains included when the Nicholson Joker's released and when that amazing chase came out and I was able to get the chase and the common. Then I added the specialty Poison Ivy and the Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, Riddler. And there's way too much Batman out there in order for me to collect, but when the movie villains came out, I'm like, okay, I think I can collect the movie villains, and I enjoyed even the cheesy ones. I enjoyed the Batman movies of the 90s. I think the first two were the best. My favorite was Batman Returns. And Batman and Robin was definitely the most campy of the bunch. But if you grew up watching the Adam West series, you know there's different variations of Batman, and some of the campiness is sometimes a good thing to have. They don't all have to be the Dark Knight or realistic. Like, they could just be kind of goofy and have terrible puns like the ones Arnold Schwarzenegger had in this movie. But I had to have this one just to complete the set. And oddly enough, this was a lot harder to get than I thought. Like, I thought when the releases all were announced that, okay, how many people are going to want Mr. Freeze, and that should be pretty easy to get. So I kind of focused all my attention on the Funko only site exclusives first. And then I thought I can get this in store, every other year. It's pretty easy to acquire some of these pops inside of GameStop, and the stores afterwards, they restock. It's not a big deal. So when I went to GameStop at the location I had mapped out that was next to a Hot Topic and Box Lunch, so I could score a couple other pops, I went inside the store thinking they had already sold out because they had none, and the employee said that they didn't even receive Mr. Freeze, and that a lot of stores didn't get him at all, and maybe if any stores got him, it would have been maybe 1 to 2 pops they got in stock, because I think they were trying to push more of the releases for online only. I'm guessing, if I had to take a guess, due to the pandemic, they don't want a lot of people lining up at the stores, which they lined up anyways, but that would be my guess as to why this one seemed way more limited or harder to acquire than I had ever imagined. But I lucked out. I called so many different stores, and there just happened to be one GameStop where they had one that they received and one that they did not sell. I think it was one of the more ignored locations, so I was able to drive over quickly and get Mr. Freeze and complete the collection there. Let's take a look at him out of the box, so just chill for a little bit. Here we have Mr. Freeze out of the box. Full on glitter action going on here. I think the only thing that possibly would have made it even better of a pop would have been if it kind of glowed on some of his armor or it lit up in some way. That would have been amazing, because then that would have just been closer to what the suit and everything looked like in the movie. Let me try to get in closer so you can see the amount of detail and the glitter. Even if you didn't like the movies, you gotta admit, a lot of these pops for the 90s Batman movies, they did a really good job with. One observation I did make on the box is that this box has the exact same number, same box design as the Mr. Freeze common. The only thing different is that con sticker, but the boxes are numbered exactly alike and they look the same. I thought we would have gotten a different box number, something to differentiate it more than just the sticker from the common. That's a look at Mr. Freeze. So if you're able to get him, or you're also in your quest to complete your Batman villain collection, then he's definitely worth it.